alive, going live, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Ah, 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 stay in the west, stay in the west. Ah, 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 stay in the west. Fucking full moon in Aries. See that bit right there? Full moon in Aries. Opposite the sun in Libra. Got the part of me, I'm outside with it. So these are internet and stuff, Wi-Fi and shit out here and stuff. All right. What does this mean? So the moon represents our internal natures and shit, emotions and feelings and stuff, all that good stuff. Receiving energies, good, receiving qualities and stuff. Right. Stand right here. Do this kind of. All right. So yeah. So we all gonna be emotionally reacting and responding to, because it's like, all right. It's like a cycle. It's a cycle going on. So like full moon. That means nigga, whatever seed you've been planting up until this point, past couple weeks or so. That's it. Full moon, nigga. Protection spells. So put energies, put thoughts and feelings out. To kind of like not do too much, but you want to still kind of keep that glass, full. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be too empty, too over full. But you want to kind of protect what you've been doing, right? So it's like a new time. Also, talk about going forward. If you got any new plans going forward, you want to start it on an Aries moon. You know what I'm saying? That works the best. Now you could do this whenever, but like mathematical, like the cycle wise, shit like that, just the currents going on. It's best to do it on the Aries moon and shit. So with this full moon in Aries, it's gonna be being everybody gonna be either satisfied or not satisfied with how they emotionally react and respond to this external reality. You know what I'm saying? As far as our internal natures, you might have your, because Aries is like individuality and shit. So you might have your own individual way of how you see the emotions and feelings, or how you see yourself, what you like to react and respond to. Or, sometimes that involves separating. Aries burns through reality and separation. So it might be some things that you might have been involved in prior to now that you might be like, say it's a relationship, right? Good example with the Libra shit. Because the sun's a Libra, right? These are two opposing energies that make the same kind of dynamic, that make it's the same energy, just, saying. So Libra is like initiating the air, initiating ideas and shit, initiating relationships, networking, building conversations, or even just with yourself, just like how you kind of harmonize your own brains, you could say, hemispheres, sides of yourself, yin and yang, whatever. So you might see yourself a certain way that don't really reflect like what you might be relating to, or who you're relating with, or it might oppose. You know what I mean? Like you might want to be yourself, and then just like you might have not shown that side of yourself to whoever. And now you might want to just all of a sudden, now you want to express this new side of you. You might not even know. You might not even know you had this individuality in your personality or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This I amness. But now you might know. You're like, no, I'm this. Yeah, this is who I am, bitch. And they might be like, or or whatever reaction. You know what I mean? So that might oppose. You know, it might be opposing. Relationships right now. You might just want some alone time to maybe kind of go see some shit, go see something new or something. Here go your partner or whoever it may be. They might be like, oh, let me come with you. They might want to you know what I'm saying? You might just be wanting some individual time to yourself to get into your own internal world and stuff. You might just need a breather. Just need a break. I need to just burn through this whole situation, this whole reality. Shit like that. Here go this other person, place their thing, trying to go with you or trying to figure out why you want to just all of a sudden be to yourself or whatever the case may be. You might just want to just be on your own individual tip. Maybe go do something you individually like to do that maybe the other person don't like to do. You know what I mean? And shit, you might want to just go do that. You know what I'm saying? That might be your shit. You know what I'm saying? That might be something you know what I'm saying? That brings fulfillment in your life. Here goes this other, you know what I'm saying? Your other, you know what I'm saying? Friend or a partner or whatever the case may be. It could be a job, whatever it is, whatever this other thing is. Here it goes. Talk about, oh no, we need you to call in. We need you on this day. So and so got sick or so and so is having a baby or some shit like that. So and so is like, they having car trouble issues, so they ain't gonna be able to make it to work that day on time or something. We need you a little early and stuff. So some lame ass shit. There you go, your partner. Say you in a relationship with somebody here. This person oh yeah, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? They might just want to tag along with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all been tagging along with each other this whole time for a minute. Here go your partner or whatever. They might just want to tag along with you. Might just need a break from just seeing them for a day or two, or however long. And here go this partner calling you and stuff. Where are you at? What are you doing? All this extra shit. Yeah, all this extra shit. Trying to really make sure, I don't know, you're valued and the North Node too. All right, let's bring the North Node in because that's like your spiritual path. You might have some spiritual shit just in your innerness, in your core-ness. There's an inner flame that just ignited. You're like, I gotta just go do some shit. Here go this person. You're like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that. No, hey, you remember this? You got this. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Maybe you might just need to just maybe think about that before you do it. Good old Libra Aries dynamic. You should think about it. Yeah, just hold on now. Wait, just give it some time. Think about it. Make a plan. Come up with a plan. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row. Here you go. It's something I gotta do. Here go to Libra. Are you sure you can afford that this month? Are you sure you can afford that this month? Have you been you know what I'm saying? Have you been budgeting efficiently? Yeah. What about next month? This, that, and the third bill? Are you gonna be able to cover that if you go do this right now? So it's it's like a lot of them type of dynamics and shit. You might have this spiritual ass calling, you might want to just go do this, that, and the third. Who knows? Come up, it might be some shit to help the world or something. The next thing to fucking how to see some shit or whatever. You might need to go somewhere new and see something different. Take your mind off of whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then come back to the problem. You might have a different perspective. Oh, okay, I know how to deal with this problem that I thought was a problem before. Now I see the answer. It's not even really a problem. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Here go the other dynamic side of it. Just opposing that. No, no, it's not a good idea. Let's talk about it first. What about me? You just gonna leave me here? Nah, nah, I don't think you're ready for all that. I don't think you're ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't think you thought this through, you know, enough. I think you should come up with some better ideas. There's got to be a better approach to this. You might just like to, you might just need to go do it. You know what I'm saying? Be in the process of doing something. That Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? The Libra's that Libra kind of, you know, you don't want to go too North Node because then you might fuck around, create a catastrophic moment. If you go too into some newness, too much into unfamiliarity, you could fuck around and, you know, transform yourself, you know, by accident or some shit. So that's that balance too. Like, so it's a lot of dynamics going on right now. But yeah, full moon Aries, you're either gonna be fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled or unfulfilled, satisfied or unsatisfied with your ability to express your individuality amongst your relationships, pretty much, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you might, you know what I'm saying? You might be satisfied or unsatisfied with how you see yourself, how you see your own self-image, and how you want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? As far as your own expressing your own, you know, oneness and shit. That might be something you either planted good seeds up until this point, or you planted bad seeds up until this point. Either you're able to just be yourself and kind of be on your own spiritual path as far as your individuality and shit, and your own way of seeing and dealing with emotions and feelings, and not really feeling them, but just looking at them kind of, you know, more detached, like, okay, this, I need to do this, or I need to do this, or I need to say this, or just kind of just expressing yourself, you know, freely and being free and not having no restrictions and shit. And then just all that individuality shit is opposing, you know, things you might be relating to, things you might be in a partnership with, things you might have signed contract, you know, work obligations, any duties, responsibilities, like I said, relationships. Some people got kids, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. If you a family kind of dude, you got kids and stuff, there might be this way you see yourself that nobody else knows about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your wife, your baby mama don't know, your kids don't really know. You might throw that, you know, you might express it out here and there and shit. I don't, you know, percentage level, whether that gets received, you know, that varies different people, but just in this context, you know, you might have a certain way of how you see yourself that, you know, for example, you might be a dad or something, and you never expressed. You might have some good seeing qualities and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you like to paint. Painting is probably better. Like, you might like to paint. You might have your own way of seeing and dealing with emotions and feelings. You might be a painter or some shit, or a draw. You like to draw or some shit. You ain't never like shared. You might have never shared that with your relationships. You know what I'm saying? Or your commitments. You know what I'm saying? Your family and shit. So that could be good. You know what I mean? It could be a good time to express that now. You know what I mean? Start expressing more of your art, your creativity, your own individuality and shit. Or you might be, you know what I'm saying? You might be unsatisfied and may not want to share so much or reveal that or express so much or jump into your spiritual path. You might have a lot of restrictions and responsibilities and commitments. And again, you know, anything you might be tied in with, that Libra energy is also ruled by Saturn. So, you know, there might be certain boundaries you feel like you can't really cross, or there might be certain things kind of like you see, like you might feel like you in a box and it's hard to see yourself out of that situation, right? Out of that, you know, it's like, you know, it's like a circus almost, you know what I mean? Start talking about like balance beams or like scales or like a juggling act. You know what I mean? So you might have all these things you're trying to juggle, and you might be trying to figure out how to see yourself out of that. You know, at some point, you know, you might need it some individual time deal. So it'll probably help you when you get back into that juggling shit. You know what I'm saying? But maybe at the moment, all that juggling is like draining, or there's a lot going on. So like you might have not had a lot of time to be yourself or express your own individuality or get into things you might be individually into or personally into, or passionate with your individual passions, your own individual way of how you might express sexual energies, and not just like flesh, how not just the animalistic perspective of sex, but what you might like to join and blend your energies with. You know what I mean? That might be a gift or a talent. That might be a way of, like, again, like how you might see yourself that nobody else can see other than you. You know what I'm saying? When you just to yourself, nigga. Nigga, be that shit. So we like in that time too. People are gonna be satisfied or just satisfied with who they are, whether they've been being themselves and whether that shit is relatable at this point, and genuine and authentic, and a sense of, okay, that person is really that image that they claim to be. They really are that energy backed and supported by some type of symbol or character, or what I'm saying, name or a title. This is all expression, right? So it's gonna be a lot of people maybe they were satisfied in the past. For example, like celebrities or somebody, you know what I'm saying, or politicians and shit. They might have been satisfied in the past. Now it's gonna might be the worst time of their life. Yeah, all of a sudden the whole table will flip on them. You know what I'm saying? The whole shit will flip on them. They might have been getting it good. They might have been getting it while it was good. Now it's like, if they ain't really true to that character, that image that they might be, initiating as an idea in conversations and shit, what they trying to relate externally and shit, Libra, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna be able to see, like, nah, that motherfucker ain't just, that motherfucker ain't right. Like spiritual court examinations is going on and shit. People up on trial, and a lot of motherfuckers ain't passing, they ain't beating their cases. You can't beat God. God watching everybody, so that's what it's about. It's about being yourself, and that shit might be better. You might think it's not relatable. It might actually be reciprocated better than you might think. You gotta just open your mouth and speak your mind, and not be like intimidated or scared or confrontational. Just stand on what you believe. Not even believe it. Stand on what you know, what's true to you, and you can move mountains at that point. You know what I'm saying? You like a superhero for real, because you not untouchable, but nobody. It's like, nobody even wants to fuck with you like that, because you genuinely just a good person, and motherfucking, as long as you ain't going out your way trying to harm people and fuck with people and shit. People could see who people are and shit. Everybody could pick up on energy, and ain't none of us like perfect, but like we are though. Like we are perfect, but like ain't none of us just. We all got some accountability to be accountable for and shit. We all gotta like take personal responsibility and own up to whatever it is we might have been paying attention to, or whatever thoughts and feelings we put out in the world, or whatever it is we was creating for our own environment, our own atmosphere, our own mind mentality and shit. So just gotta stand on business. You know what I mean? Stand on business. Both of those are squares with the Pluto and Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? With the Pluto and Capricorn, those are both squares, and with the Mars too. Mars, yeah. So yeah, Aries. I forgot about that. Mars is in Cancer, which is rules Aries and shit, right? With Mars and stuff. So that's kind of like your passions might be, you might be satisfied or unsatisfied with your individualityness, and there might be some things you're passionate about that you emotionally want to react and respond to right now, as far as just your individual character and internal way of how you see yourself, that might not be coming across as so relatable right now, based upon whether you planted good seeds or bad seeds up until this point. And then the Mars in Cancer, so Mars is falling. You might get real passionate about some shit, but it's gonna look kind of more distasteful, or you might not even have the energy. You might be more fatigued right now and shit, as far as just going about your own individual 1-2 and going about your desires and your passions and shit. You might like fuck it, dude. Mars is falling right now and shit. You might be more focused on like, let me get my internal self together and shit. You know what I mean? Let me make sure I get my emotions and feelings correct. Let me make sure I take care of my internal body. You know what I'm saying? My internal states, my subconscious realm and shit. Like the shit you can't see, you know what I'm saying? But you could pick up and sense, you could kind of, you know what I'm saying? Your body be telling you, nigga, nah, stop buying them shits or whatever, or stop drinking that drink you like to drink or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Ultimately, again, being satisfied or dissatisfied with how you internally handle and deal with looking at emotions and feelings, and your own individual way of reacting and responding to people, places, and things. And then whether that's opposing or not is how well you're able to relate and be not too compromising, but a little compromising enough to not be totally detached and separated. So a lot of people might be feeling separate from the whatever they've been relating to at this time, or previously. You might have been in a whole 10-year, 20-year relationship. You might feel real separate from your partner right now, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be satisfied or dissatisfied with how y'all see how y'all individually look at each other, or individually look at yourselves with each other in this little duo, you know what I'm saying, duo dynamic. And you might want to separate at this time, or even if y'all don't like split up, y'all might just get more like distant right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all want to go do different things, pretty much is what I'm saying. So if y'all planted good seeds and shit, y'all probably be like, all right, yeah. It wouldn't be a problem. Y'all just go do what y'all do, and get back to each other, I guess in a agreed, timely fashion, or however y'all work that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all the dynamics as far as your individuality, and then like what you compromising with, what you valuing, what you might have been giving your love to, your attention to, energies and shit, what you've been desiring, or what you might have it started out as like a will, and it might have turned into a desire. So at first it was just something you was willing to do. You know what I'm saying? Now it might have turned into something you just kind of like, it's a desire, some shit you just kind of have to do, so you could keep getting this. Now it's a light that bended in on itself. Now it's like some type of snake-like desire, some type of demiurge. So you might just like, you're just trying to get a certain demiurge met, but you gotta do X, this, that, and the third to keep it going and shit. Whereas at the initial stages, it just started out as just a will, you know what I'm saying? A will to live, or a will to experience whatever, do whatever it was. For example, like musicians or something, right? So, say motherfucking rappers or some shit. They might have like Really like they might have really loved music at you know, at the beginning. Started out as a will, you know what I'm saying? Now might have the Mars and Cancer might have that passion might have fell, right? Did he? You know what I'm saying? Did he? Yeah, he's probably thinking, damn, yeah, all this passion, all that passion and aggression and motivation and all the, you know what I'm saying? All to go to war spirited and yeah, all fired up energies and shit. And Diddy is Scorpio too, so yeah, he probably sitting down right now, like really thinking about it, like damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? It's a lot of shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You thought you was, you know what I'm saying? You thought you was cool. Nah, you ain't so cool. You ain't so cool with these boy. So, and even if you ain't like externally, like, you know, say you being judged or something, because that's like Libra energies too. Court, judges, police, the law and shit. You know what I'm saying? You might express your individuality right now or something and fuck around in the wrong situation at the wrong place, wrong time or some shit. You know what I'm saying? On a full moon. Niggas going to jail tonight. I already know on this full moon, niggas is going to jail. Niggas is going to jail out here. Yeah, somebody gonna get into a fight over some female. I already know. Somebody gonna get into a fight over a hooker. Over a hooker. They don't give about neither of them. You know what I'm saying? And one of them or both of them possibly go to jail. Oh yeah, Libras be selling drugs and shit too. So yeah, it's probably a bad. Don't, you know, if you're a Libra or Aries or something, this full moon, just, you know, post up in the house or something, put a movie on, roll up some blunts or something. Just don't be trapping. This ain't the full moon to be, unless you've been, you know, I can't say, but in the broadest scheme, it probably ain't the best. You know, put some shit in, go stash it. Or just completely, you should already been done. You know, drug dealers out there and shit. I get it, you know, hustling and stuff. I get it. People got families and shit. People gotta eat. Nobody, jobs is barely hiring or all, you know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck taxes and I get it. Inflation. Yeah. Inflation. I get it. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the time to be selling no drugs. You go out, your ass going straight to jail. They gonna take your ass to jail. Don't be selling no drugs out here. If you got bitches moving around and stuff. Now's not the time, Jack. You gonna be the only one individually, Aries, to get caught up with the law or some shit. None of the females is gonna get in trouble. And they might, maybe it's one or two, the main one, the loyal one. But you know, most of them, somebody's gonna snitch. This is snitch season. Snitch season. Libra season is snitch season. And law season. It's law season. America, you know what I'm saying? Go get them, boys. Go get them. Woo! Go get them. Woo! So, yeah. That's pretty much it, you know what I mean? Your individuality, your passions, your desires, your motivations, your intentions. All that shit might fall right now. It squares with the moon and shit, so there's some friction and frustration there. If you ain't learned already, if you ain't learned yet, you gonna learn today. And then motherfucking maybe the way you go about communicating something or trying to be relatable to, you know what I'm saying? Say it's a dude, right? You try to talk to a female or something. You might come off maybe a little too spicy, and then it's gonna fall. Like, it ain't gonna be the right moment to be spicy right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you might be talking to. Say it's a female or something. You know, you might come off too spicy. It's too spicy, and she take it the wrong way. Like, oh, this nigga, you too aggressive. Yeah, and it might not come off the right. It might not come off so like smooth, and so like it might be too spicy. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna fall though. Like, you know, somebody's feelings gonna get hurt when it didn't need to be. You know, because maybe it was a different approach you could have did. Or Maybe just not at all. Maybe it's just now not the time. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the time for relationships. That ship's been sailed. You know what I mean? That relationship shit been gone, man. That shit been sailed, man. What? You relationships? I'm just talking to y'all, you know, any humans out there that might still be in relationships and stuff. People like me, we ain't. What? What's a relationship? I never knew what that meant. I don't know what. I'm a Cancer. That's already a square. So I don't know what's a relationship. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got friends. Look at me. I'm out here dolo and shit. I don't even got friends. You know what I'm saying? I got like a few family members left and shit that ain't in jail, or fucking too old or some shit, or I just don't talk to no more. And then. I'm like a true generational cursed Aries. Well, you know, true generational Aries cursed individual. You know, I'm dealing with my parents' generational curses. One being Aries, one being a Gemini. So sometimes I'm like, I already got a Lilith in Gemini, and a Venus in Gemini, and a Mercury in my first house. So I be thinking, yeah, I'm a thinker, you know what I'm saying? This crazy part too, because I be like, all right, bro, I don't even know what I'm finna say for this video, but I know I got something to say somewhere. Yeah, it'd be like, I know I got some shit to say. It's on my mind. And as soon as I start, going in, and then I gotta travel there. I gotta like really go there and stuff. Like, you have reached your destination, astrology. So now, like shit like that, like astrology world, or just life, really. I don't even like calling it that. I don't even like calling it anything. It's just life. But you know what I'm saying? You have reached your... Motherfucking good, man. So that's what we dealing with this shit out here. You know what I'm saying? A little Halloween clouds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Good Halloween clouds and shit. Good Halloween time, fall season clouds and shit. Look at them fall. Look at the clouds falling. Look at the sky falling. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, no, the sky be falling. It be right there. That's some sky that fell right there. You know, a cloud. People like don't even know what a cloud is, bro. A cloud is condensed air and water and shit. It's compressed, condensed. You know what I'm saying? It's just a more heavier version of the air that you know what I'm saying? Air, water cycle, fire, earth. Earth gets derived out of water. So like, yeah, man. Don't let nobody tell you different, man. Americana. You know what I'm saying? Good old, shout out to the stars. People, star people. You know what I'm saying? People of the water, you know, people of the goddamn, you know what I mean? Walking, talking and shit. Yeah, people of the, you know what I'm saying? People of the line. People of the stars, you know, people of the sun and shit. With the real gifts and creative gifts and talents. And God-given charisma, and God-given abilities, and all possibilities. Intuition and stuff. Some stuff you ain't never gonna learn in a book. You can never, you know what I'm saying? You can't get this face in a book. You can't get this shit in a book. You could try. They're gonna put my face in a book like 100 years from now. This was so and so. Give me some whole fucking remix name, if that. No, they ain't gonna do that, bro. They put fake niggas online and in the books. Niggas that was never real, like Shakespeare and Da Vinci's and Leonardo da Vinci noodles and stuff. Da Vincinis and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn Leonardo DiCaprio's and shit. Fake ass niggas and shit. You know? Fake niggas and shit, man. Straight Caparino. Straight cappuccino. want my land back, fool. How you gonna take my land, fool? And then come up with some words and shit, fool. Only that y'all believe, fool. And then like be willing to like really stand on that, fool. Like you ain't lying to yourself and me, fool. And God. Yeah, first of all, you lie to God, all possibility. You lie to God first, fool. God don't like liars. Yeah, God don't like ugly and shit. So first you lying to God and stuff. Then you want to lie to yourself and believe some shit that only you believe and only y'all believe and stuff that and only y'all know to yourselves and shit, being weirdos and shit behind the scenes. And then goddamn only you goddamn was pretending to be God and stuff in the world, claiming to be some shit that y'all can't even be. So what the fuck? What the fuck, man? What's the point? What was the point of this here, man? Flagpole and shit. Y'all couldn't even stand on business. What the fuck, man? This ain't land of the free. Niggas landed the goddamn goddamn fucking milk just went up $3. Nigga, gas just went up. You know what I'm saying? This is the land of nigga, everything goes up in price. Nigga, what you talking about? Lying to me, bro. It was the land of the free till some niggas came over and goddamn Europeanized and colonized shit. Wiped out a whole goddamn government, nation of people. The natives and shit, yeah, the native indigenous. It was real free until some niggas came over on goddamn boats and arcs and shit. And goddamn some wooden spaceship mine thing that they built that they thought they mine was like physical and shit. So they built some like arc craft thingy boat shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They thought like it was literal and shit. Nigga, we was doing shit in the mind, nigga. We was floating around in our minds and stuff. You know what I'm saying? With our body, of course, but you know, it wasn't like niggas was not going nowhere on boats, nigga. Niggas was happily here on these westernized lands and shit. It was plenty of us. It was plenty of natives. Yeah, it was plenty of people. It was harmony, bro. It was like it was government, bro. It was like everything was like respectable. Everything was in order and shit. And some niggas came over with some shit that they, you know, trying to claim as the order, and it really be some backward shit that only works over there in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Now, some things we could, you know, it's cool, like, you know, like, maybe the houses and shit got improved. That's about it. Like TP houses and stuff. Combine, you know, the TP concept, the spiritual dynamics and the astrology, astronomy, you know, as in heaven, as on earth type of energies and stuff. That's where they benefited from, taking our likeness and shit, man, our way of life, like literally. They don't even know how to, like, they don't even know what life is. Yet they got the nerve to tell me what to do with my life. And then everything I do in this little system that was designed and shit, Les Masons, all the shit that was Masonically crafted out by, you know, these Jesuits and Jews and secret order niggas and Golden Dawns and just retarded shit. But they, you know what I'm saying? They just took everything, like, then they went and made a lodge. And you gotta log in and shit. You gotta lodge in. The lodge. Everything, bro. All the symbolism. Everything. They was literally like some like caveman worker mind, motherfucker. Real strategic, real logical, real cold, real calculated. Real out, beat you upside the head with a billy club for survival purpose. You know what I'm saying? Smack. Yeah. Real manipulative-y. It was real manipulative-y. You know what I'm saying? Melted metals and stuff. That's all they knew how to do. Melt some metal. Use force manipulation tactics. Be weak-ass humans. They gotta go to those lengths and extents just as a person. Like how you just that as a person. This is the world that they had in their mind. Drugs, guns, prostitution, basically lack of parenting in the world, non-adulthood, non-kingshiphood, non-queenshiphood, non-brotherhood, non-sisterhood, a bunch of niggerants, a bunch of slavery going on, a bunch of pimping and pandering. Like really look at the world, like, and then you gotta think, who the fuck is allowing this shit? This is every day that goes by, it's being allowed more and more and more. So, you know, all the porn on the internet, all the goddamn sexualized content from music and artists and shit, with rappers and shit, or female artists and shit. All the human trafficking going on. You know what I'm saying? Other than just the Diddy shit. You know, let's talk about the other people that are in very powerful positions in the world that are involved in that, like the Pope. You know what I'm saying? The Pope, all these preachers and shit, nuns. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, business executives, CEOs and shit. Let's talk about how come none of these guys go to jail, like the Epsteins and the not Triple H's, but the Vince McMahons and shit like that, and Bill Clinton getting head in the Oval Office and stuff. Trump saying grab her by the pussy. All this is acceptable, but yet when it's some like I don't even consider myself white or black. I'm just gonna say more of a brown person. Really, it varies, but because everybody's like mixed with certain shit, so it's a lot of shit going on with this Diddy shit, but this is shit that's been like going on for years, like decades, not centuries. Let's talk about centuries. Rape and pillage, pedophilia. That's like a big thing, bro. Pedophilia is allowed legally. Like, they let pedophiles out of jail like after a month or some shit. Shit like that. Like they got laws. I want to say that I don't know if they passed them, but I remember seeing some shit like certain laws were being passed or in the works of being, becoming laws and shit that favor pedophiles and pedophilia. So how the fuck are we letting? First of all, us as people, why do we just let lawmakers, some niggas you ain't never met before? Why are we letting lawmakers decide all the laws? Like, that's what I want to know. Why are we letting lawmakers, the police are just acting out. They're the enforcers. So if this is a gang, some type of mafia, some family business, the police are just the enforcers. And there's not a lot of them compared to the majority of the mass populace in the world. Yet, they somehow convinced like billions of people worldwide. A lot of people though are with the it's like they're children of that Luciferian kind of concept, kind of world and shit. So all that light and shit, forever light, and always searching for light, and smiley, and a lot of shit, man. So a lot of people don't really be in tune with their native self. So by default, they be already dumb, deaf, blind, sheep, or weak, robot, and already more on the percentage level of that like Luciferian mentality, just being logicked out. So a lot of people don't give a fuck. So they really be like, people like like possessed bodies and shit. So. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be That's pretty much it though.
Yeah, why are we letting these lawmakers like come up with a bunch of laws and shit? Now a lot of them, no, I'm not even gonna. No, yeah, why are we letting lawmakers come up with laws and shit? Now a lot of people in the world, I mean, America, Americana, already, they've been in the hoods and stuff. A lot of people that are just from the hood and stuff, or in the streets. We already crafted our own perspective, or life kind of forced us through, certain situations that might occur, PTSD shit, all kind of little events and stuff, certain dynamics and shit. You might have like been forced to like really look at me like, man, the government ain't shit. They don't give a fuck about none of us. So, and shout out to the government. You know what I'm saying? Shout them out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they ain't shit. They don't give a fuck about none of us, and they just doing their job and shit, and that shit ain't shit. And they gonna have to reap what they sow, and that's what we're experiencing now, the reaping of what's been sowed. And you either are individually prepared and you mentally equipped, and you got your head on your shoulders, and you created some type of new character for yourself, or some type of new way of how you see yourself at least, and you should already been putting in the work as far as that, getting that image out, you know what I'm saying, and expanding the overall parameter, you know what I'm saying. That's what we're here to do, for all possibilities, for God. So when you do something for God, God will do something for you. And I'm a star, that's why I wear this. I don't wear this because I'm Captain America. That's what most people think. But no, I'm a star. I look at everybody like, you're a star too. That's why you're here, on a star, up under an atmosphere, which is pretty much a star. So stars are made of. When you look up at that glowing bright thing during what we call in daytime, or even that thing right there, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to kind of explain, but it's really not. It's real simple. When two things interact with each other, it creates a clash or emanation. Two high velocity bodies of a current. I'm not going to say water, but let's just say a current or some type of fluid that's transitioning, and then you got two of these waves kind of like whipping and clashing with each other at a certain temperament. Boom! You get a goddamn an emanation, what they call in the sun. You know what I'm saying? And there's seven of these each, and then they made that a week, because there's 7 different types. There's just 7 different transitions. Oh, and then the moon is you know what I'm saying? It's closer, so it's like this thing reflecting. You know what I'm saying? It's that clash happening, boom, with our clash, and then based upon the angling and shit like that. Oh, it's nighttime now. Oh, okay, somewhere else is daytime. But it's really all night when you really think about it. See, like, y'all don't know how to, like, a lot of people don't know how to, like, go the distance. So that's gonna be another thing right now, like, whether you could go the distance or not, as far as expressing your individuality and how you see life, and where you right now are at, and where you are going, your future, your direction, how you finna apply yourself, and how you finna relate to this overall North Node, the spiritual path of what the overall direction where everybody's going. So people can see whether right now, like, whether you've been on your spiritual path, or whether you've been bullshitting, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna be able to see that as far as your image and your personality and stuff. And you might react or respond a certain type of way that is either going to be favorable and relatable and harmonious, or it's going to be something that you're not satisfied with, and it's going to be disharmonious, or it's not going to be genuine, or it's not going to be harmonious. There's going to be some type of friction there, possibly. Or you might come off as like you too opposing for no reason. You might not even be opposing. You might just be trying to, like, just be yourself for once, and you might get a bunch of, like, opposing looks. like I have. That's pretty much like my daily basis. But that's it. 50 minutes went by pretty fast. I'm trying to think of any other points. Let me both of those squaring. So it's like this opposition going on, but like both sides are also squaring Pluto. You know what I'm saying? Pluto and Capricorn. So like you might be looking at yourself, your individual character, your individual I amness, personality, how you see yourself, how others might see you, how you individually emotionally react and respond to what you might be involved in as far as business partnerships or relationships. Again, one-on-one, just things you might do on a one-on-one basis. You might be into, again, you might have a certain gift or talent that you and that thing, you have a certain intimacy with that, and that's like your way of expressing your individuality. That might be a little opposing right now. And then again, like with the Pluto and Capricorn, you might be getting these thoughts and feelings of as if there's something you got to learn, or some type of friction and frustration there, as far as something that you might be trying to build that. You know what I mean? You might be trying to build upon that, and there might be things in the way, as far as things that are acting out as like boundaries or blockages, as far as you expressing your individuality with this thing that might be you have a one-on-one dynamic with, and then you trying to make that become your status. You're trying to transform your status. So this is something that you want to be known for now, going forward. It might be something previously that you were known for, and then it might be you might still be known for that. That might still be the thing of how others, or what you relate into or something. You know what I'm saying? Or like how you relate, or what you're known for as far as amongst your relationships, or maybe, or say it's a gift or talent. You might have had a previous way of going about making that song or whatever. Now you might have, like this type of shit right here is what I'm talking about. Shit like this. Just a little distractions and stuff. You might had a previous way of making songs, and then now you might want to, like, there might have something you learned. You might have learned something. You might have learned, like, all right, I need to be a little bit more relatable. Maybe I need to start making songs about relationships, expressing ideas about that, or expressing how I express feelings and emotions like that. And then that might be something that you could learn from, or help others learn from. And then now that could be your status, you know what I'm saying? Some type of like relationship motherfucker with songs and songs and shit. That's funny because I was just listening to Huncho. Shout out to Huncho. You know what I mean? I was just listening to Huncho. So, yeah, man. One more time. Full moon and stuff. Satisfied or unsatisfied with your image, your own personal interests, what you like to emotionally react and respond to, as far as your individuality, and then how well what might cause you being satisfied or not is like whether you able to make that relatable, or kind of have something to relate to. You might not have no relationships right now. You might not have nothing to relate to right now. Might be something you might need to spark a new sense of creativity. You might need to spark something new to do that you can start creating some type of building some type of bridge or relationship dynamic with, or some type of work ethic, or you know what I mean. So shit like that. Winning every single time. I don't know how to lose. Transmute L's and the W's, and it's not like not how y'all think. Like just not even fuck the words and shit, but just like nigga, I ain't gonna stop. You know, that's really what that means. Like some shit that I ain't gonna stop. And whatever might appear to be bad or ugly or whatever the fuck, nigga, I'm finna make that into the best situation, the best thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I listen to all possibilities. I don't question God. And you know, it might have been some mistakes you might have made. 'Cause I think we still got Chiron in Aries. Might have been some mistakes along your spiritual path, or just times where you might have been expressing your own individual self and whatnot. It might have been some mistakes, or you might have suffered some wounds, or you know, some traumas and shit due to your way of communicating or your way of expressing your individualness, and then that might have led to, you know, you being harmed, or you maybe hurting somebody else, or you didn't maybe you didn't plan something correctly, or maybe you was too hasty. You might have been too quick to just go do something and didn't really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Until now, shit like that. So a lot of them thoughts and feelings is gonna be on people's minds as far as you know, you might be thinking about previous mistakes, previous times where you experienced some type of wound or trauma or pain, or you was too vulnerable or something. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't conduct your individuality correctly. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't thinking about your personal well-being or your personal self enough, or another person, place, and thing that could have been the other individual that you might have not been thinking about. You know, that might have led to some type of wound, or you know, trauma you got to deal with now and stuff. So ultimately, just to wrap it up, you know, don't allow yourself to psych yourself out. There's a lot of good in the world still. A lot of fucked up shit going on. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It's fucked up right now. But you could make it. You could make things. You could make shit that might appear to be bad. You could make it good. Ultimately, what I'm saying, like you might be going through the worst shit ever. Somehow you just keep going. You stay strong. You build that resilience. You build that security with yourself. Like, you know what, nigga, I'm still here. I'm grateful that I can move around. I got 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. And I'm still breathing. I'm still moving. Yeah, this sucks. This might be the worst feeling ever. But let me not soak in it. Let me not just stay stuck in it. Let me look at it for what it is. And know that, all right, I'm gonna be here. And I'm gonna keep going, nigga. I'm gonna live to see another day and fight another day. Every day is an uphill battle, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one out here. I'm not the only one here in the world. That takes a lot of the pressure off of your shoulders. Nigga, there's millions of people here just as goddamn lost and confused and don't know what the fuck to do as the next motherfucker and shit. So kind of, you know, you acceptance. Acceptance is big. Acknowledging what you need to acknowledge. I'm talking about my damn self, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I know I need to change, and I just ain't did it yet, so. But I already did it. I did it on some, like, internal ways and stuff, so sometimes you just gotta give things time. That's another, you know, that opposition embodies. Aries is quick to just, you know, that Aries energy is quick to just. And then the Libra energies is quick to just take their time, the right moments and shit, when to slide in, when to slide in the DMs, when not to, when to go about that job interview, when not to. You know what I'm saying? What to say when you know what I'm saying, when you approach in the club, what not to say. All kind of dynamics that's also more of a Scorpio trait too. You know, not being so Scorpio more manipulative with it, but Libra's that lightheartedness that, you know, they rule by Venus, so which Venus is in Scorpio right now. So it's a lot of ties. There's a lot of different ties with the transitions. There's always different dynamics going on. It's real intricate, but it's like telling a story. When you just know how to embody these energies, you be the walking, living flesh. You be the actual energy moving around that people could kind of look at and be like, at least from one perspective, they could see how that plays out in real time, you know what I'm saying? Through a vessel. So there could be some people can learn from you when you just embodying energy. You're not really looking at the likes or the dislikes. You just being. When you just being, you're being true to yourself 9 times out of 10, whether it's good or bad to anybody else. You just being yourself. Like I'm out here right now, I don't give a fuck, but I'm just being, right? This is what I'm doing. And when you more just in that energy, it really like nothing can phase you, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of shit going on from past lives and shit. You know what I mean? It might have been a whole other way of how you seen yourself in a previous lifetime that could be kind of keeping you like in a certain mentality that you might be holding yourself back in certain ways just from having certain thoughts and feelings in your psyche, you know what I'm saying? And you're like in your you know what I'm saying? That it's acting out in your conscious awareness and how others will see you and how you come off. So a lot of times it'd be that too. People just be in certain energies that they're not aware of, and they might think that's normal for them to express certain things just when it's them to themselves, and then you never kind of figure out or draw a line or create kind of containers, or like, I don't want to say containers and boxes, but like as far as just organizing things, you got to kind of put things in context. So that's something I had to learn and kind of realize, like, oh yeah, like I can't be too much into my own shit that I start to neglect that I'm in a world filled with other, you know what I'm saying? Like hundreds of thousands, millions of people. Like everybody's trying to fight for attention, which is weird. And we all could be giving each other our attention, like for free. But it's somebody else's like agreed upon terms and conditions of how we're gonna go about exchanging attention. So it's just weird. You got a bunch of alleged, you know what I'm saying, group of niggas and shit. They can't even be the actual parents of what they claim to be. They're the creator of and shit like that, and how they look at people as their creation. They can't even be good parents or God. Like, okay, if y'all are God and shit, this is the kind of world y'all created. I don't see nothing about God here. I would have to disagree with y'all claiming to be God. Hold on now. Why should I trust this God on a dollar bill in God we trust? Why should I trust this God when I see people killing for the very same thing that you're doing to trust, or like people getting killed over a concept? Like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, winning every single time. I don't know how to lose. No, L's the W's, you bitch. That's it. We out. You know what I'm saying? Star Spangled Banner vibes. I ain't got no ties to the KKK or Black Lives Matter. I don't got no ties to KKK.